Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you tuning us in. Got an interesting show for you this week, and here we are. I can't believe that we're taping this show the last day of May. Tomorrow begins June, so the summer, official summer, is almost here.
Yes.
Unofficial summer was, of course, Memorial Day weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and
At
boy,
least
was
half of the day of weekend was good.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It
2 days.
was. We can't complain.
Yeah.
And our Red Sox are doing just extremely well
I
this year.
know.
And, I just want to mention something. If you are interested in baseball, there is a good friend of ours. He's an older gentleman, and he has a labor of love. If you are interested in baseball history, this guy has put together a website. He makes no money. He does this a labor of love. It's 1939, baseball1939.com. This is an incredible history of baseball. This guy is a writer. His name is Steve Kennedy, and he has put together such a wonderful history of baseball. I took a look at it the other day. He's been after me to go on this
Yes.
website,
Yes, he
and I
has.
haven't done it, and I finally did it, and I was blown away at how wonderful this website is. So if you get a chance and you're interested in baseball history, baseball1939.com. I think I have that right, do I?
I
Yeah.
believe you do.
I think that
Yes.
is the correct website, and you will learn so much about the history of baseball.
And it's not just about the Red Sox. It's about
Yeah, it's about
baseball in general.
in
Yeah.
general, right?
Yeah.
Some great things there. It's just a great website. So I just had to say that because I was
Yes.
so blown
I'm
away
glad
by
you
the
did.
website. You know, it's really good.
Well, it's very interesting.
It is extremely interesting. So our first spot today, Ron sat down with the Conservation Trust to bring us up to date of all the good work that they do. So let's take a look and see what's going on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Journal. We're here this morning with our good friend Michael Locke, Executive Director of the Harwich Conservation Trust. And Michael's in for his monthly update. And it's always good to see you, Michael.
Nice to see you, Ron.
And I just got my
Newsletter? Spring
and
newsletter?
there's something on there about Island Pond conservation land. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah. Well, this has been a fun issue to put together. So the Harwich Conservation Trust publishes a semi-annual newsletter, one in the spring, one in the fall.
Yeah.
And we try to cover an assortment of topics, including land preservation projects, land stewardship endeavors, some of our volunteer activities, and of course, gift dedications. Many people donate funds to the Harwich Conservation Trust in memory or in honor of someone special to them. And we include all those gift dedications in each newsletter. So the cover story that you mentioned, the Island Pond Conservation Lands Partnership and Preservation, is the lead story. And what's interesting about this particular cover is that you'll see a lavender on the front, right?
Yeah.
Both close-up with the bumblebee hovering above, and also the smaller photo, some lavender plants held by Cynthia Sutphin, and then Anna Clark Ramsey, her daughter, and Liz Philbrick, who also worked at the farm for a time. And the Island Pond Conservation Lands are in the heart of Harwich Center, just to the east of the Cape Cod Rail Trail. Look at this map that Caleb of Channel 18 just put up. I just want to do a shout out to Channel 18 for a second. Jamie Goodwin and Caleb Ledoux, they just do a fantastic job here at the station, and together with volunteers, you really make it all possible. So check out that map of the Island Pond Conservation Lands. So just to orient you, off to the lower right of your frame is the town hall. And then moving to the left or west, you will cross Pleasant Lake Ave or Route 124. And then the bike trail extension that runs from Harwich into Chatham and back is on the lower part of the frame. And off to the left, running north-south, is the Cape Cod Rail Trail, right? That 20-plus mile bike route from Yarmouth to Wellfleet. Well, it crosses right through Harwich. And to the right of that area is the Island Pond Conservation Lands, an assemblage of properties put together for permanent conservation thanks to a long-standing partnership among Harwich Conservation Trust, Town of Harwich, specifically town meeting voters, over successive or several town meetings approving important land acquisition warrant articles, and of course landowners, most prominently Rocky Clark, Cynthia Sutphin, and Matthew Sutphin. Matt Sutphin and Cynthia Sutphin own the Cape Cod Lavender Farm, which many people are familiar with.
Yes.
And off to the west and east and north of the Cape Cod Lavender Farm is this 80-plus acres of Island Pond conservation lands. And you can access both the Island Pond conservation lands and the Lavender Farm through Weston Woods Road off of Route 124, or there are trailheads to the Island Pond conservation lands off of the Cape Cod Rail Trail south of Queen Anne Road, or even just off of Queen Anne Road, not far from the town highway department offices. There's another trailhead. So there are many access points, and it's a beautiful collection of habitats, both forested upland and freshwater wetland, bordering the upper reaches of Little Creek stream, freshwater stream that really forms part of the headwaters of Coys Brook. Coys Brook being the major tributary eventually to the Herring River. So a lot of land and water connections in this Island Pond conservation lands. Beautiful walking trails. And again, really made possible because of this partnership effort over time. And that's really explored in this newsletter. You can find these newsletters either at the town library or town hall. You could ask us for them at Harwich Conservation Trust. You can even find it as a PDF, as a link on our website, harwichconservationtrust.org, and read all about the story that is behind the creation of the Island Pond conservation lands. It's an amazing effort over time to
This is a
preserve a
really
very special
professional
place.
job, Michael.
This newsletter? Well, let's
beautiful.
yeah.
The photographs are actually wonderful.
Well, that's very nice of you to say, and I want to
that
extend
picture
your
there.
compliments to those who made this possible, including, look at, this are some photos of Cynthia Sutphin, Anna Clark Ransby, and Liz Philbrick, picture on the front of the newsletter with some lavender plants in front of them. It's nice to see some of these lavender photos. Look at that. Now, that's fresh lavender, right? Just picked at the farm in a past season. Now, lavender will be in full bloom towards the end of June and into July. And again, folks can go and visit those very fragrant lavender fields, and scenic as well. They also have a shop right on site at the Lavender Farm where you can find many different lavender derived items to buy and to peruse. It's a great little shop to enjoy on your visit to the farm. I love that sign, open, honor system. And it's certainly been quite a journey to preserve the land around that farm. And we're still in conversation with the Sutphins about future possibilities. There's a northern oriole. You have been hearing them return from their migration as they move back up into their northern range for summer nesting season. Beautiful bird. They'll actually eat from oranges, cut an orange in half, and these orioles with that bright orange breast, the male, that's a male right there, will actually eat the orange pulp out of those half-cut oranges. Yes, yeah, it's amazing. They make these amazing nests, pouches hanging from the very tops of oaks usually. But amazing bird life out there, beautiful area, a lot of wildlife.
You mentioned the Lavender Farm. I was very fortunate 7 or 8 years ago during one of the farm fests here. I got to go film.
Oh, yes.
Do a lot of filming
Meet Your
at
Local
Lavender
Farmers
Farm.
event.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they've been
beautiful area.
Oh, that's great.
It really was great. Now, the conservation land is just north of the cemetery?
Yes, a little bit further north than the cemetery. Yes, you're right. Yeah, but I wanted to mention, you mentioned the newsletter. This is really made possible by many hands make light work. So all the photos volunteered. I mean, beautiful photos,
really
right?
Good.
And the design done by West Barnstable Press. Nancy Shoemaker has been wonderful to work with over many, many years on creating these newsletters. Each one is like almost like a work of art.
It is.
And some wonderful information
I
inside.
look forward to getting it and seeing the
Yes.
pictures.
Yeah, it's fun.
Along with reading the articles. So you've got another unusual history walk coming up.
Yeah, these history walks have really resonated with
yeah.
folks. This one coming up on June 16th, Saturday, June 16th at 10 a.m. We're venturing across the borders of Harwich into the Cape Cod National Seashore again.
Great.
This time to explore the history of Henry Beston and the outermost house, as interpreted by historian and walk leader Don Wilding. You might see some photos here in a bit of Don and maybe a cover of his book, which really looks at the connection between Henry Beston and the outermost house.
Don really does good research.
There's Don
doesn't he?
there. He does great research. He's a
yeah.
great speaker. We've had him at a couple of our winter talks.
The one on the winter storm in
Yes,
78 was
yes, the
absolutely
40th
great.
anniversary of Blizzard of 78.
I really enjoyed that.
Yes, fascinating.
And
right?
he had done such great research, and he even had a fellow from a family whose cottage washed away
Yes.
but didn't sink, which
I know.
I still find amazing.
I know, and the footage he had was,
Yeah,
was
it was great.
impressive. So Don's going to lead this very interesting walk. There's a cover of Don's book, which talks about how Henry Beston's outermost house, right, that house, that dune shack that was located on the Barrier Beach north of Coast Guard, what is now Coast Guard, well, has been and still is the Coast Guard National Seashore Beach, how the outermost house inspired a national seashore. And that Cape Cod literary classic, The Outermost House, which is Henry Beston's book, was published 90 years ago, and it really captured the essence of Cape Cod's great beach. And it'll be a walk overlooking Nauset Marsh and the Great Beach. And Wilding will tell the story of how and why Beston, who was actually an ambulance driver in World War I, came here to the Cape, and what he experienced during his year on the beach, in the shack, and in the house, the outermost house. And it really became a national literary landmark before it was swept away by the sea in the blizzard of 78.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to learn about that on that walk right there on the ground.
Don is leading this.
He is, yeah, and you can sign up. It's $15 per person. You can sign up on our website, harwichconservationtrust.org. There's a nice view of Nauset Marsh there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. And you coming up with your native nightlife walk.
Native
which you
nightlife
did-
walks.
which
These are
you
very
did last year.
That's
and,
right.
And it was very successful.
Very
right?
successful.
Good.
So we work with Todd Kelly, 12th generation
Okay,
Cape
yeah,
Codder,
good.
and native Wampanoag Nipmuc Marcus Hendricks. They make a great
You
team
couldn't get two better guides.
to lead a walk. I know they're so
Their
knowledgeable.
background.
Right.
is-
Their
is-
experiences
yeah.
and their knowledge of natural history and native history. There's Marcus right there leading one of these native nightlife walks last year. So these head off into the twilight. So in the early evening, they start making their way through the national seashore and end up crossing through woodland and then along the bike trail, along a beautiful footbridge overlooking Nauset Marsh, and finally to Coast Guard Beach. And Todd and Marcus's focus is really the native people's lifeways way back when, around this time of day, right? The twilight, very interesting
makes it very
transition
interesting. Yeah, it's
between
great.
day and night. And there are folks heading off on this native nightlife walk. So
Good crowd there.
it's an amazing turnout. It's $20 per person. Folks can sign up at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org. And we organize these around the time of the full moons in June, July, and August. So this year, the one in June will be right around the time of the June full moon, the strawberry moon. The July 30th walk will be right around the time of the July full moon, called the buck moon, which is the time when male deer have grown their antlers back as big as they will get for the year, but they're still in that velvet condition and have yet to calcify into bone. And then the August 27th native nightlife walk will be right around the August full moon, which is the sturgeon moon, which is the time when the sturgeon fish gather signaling a change in their native fishing activities way back when. Todd will also contribute some early colonial history together. Todd and Marcus will share the story at that time of day and transitioning to night.
How are the mosquitoes on that walk?
We encourage folks to bring bug repellent
I would
and some
think so,
layers.
yeah.
But to be honest with you, I've gone on a couple of those, and they haven't been too bad.
Really?
Yeah, and
I'm
especially if
surprised.
there's a breeze.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you should still bring some bug
I would
spray.
think so,
Also,
yeah.
wear some long pants. The
Yeah.
temperature can cool off even
Yeah.
in the summer that time of
Yeah.
day. Bring layers. Bring a
Yeah.
bottle of water. It's a nice leisurely walk. It's
Yeah.
it's very enjoyable.
How long is the actual walk?
It's
Yeah.
up to 2 hours.
Oh, good.
So they take their time and stop at several points along the way to
good.
catch the views and,
Yeah.
and hear about the stories of the land and people.
That would be interesting to
It's a
hear
fun
about
one.
what was going on way back before any of us thought of
Yes,
coming here.
right. It's fascinating look into
yeah.
history and
Oh,
the
that's
land
great.
and water.
You are so fortunate to have people like that to help you.
That's true. Yes, we're extremely fortunate.
It's a
Thank you
good
for
It's a good
mentioning
program,
that.
Michael.
Yeah.
You
It's a
got
fun
some
one.
nice things coming up for the next
It's
month.
gonna be a fun summer.
You always do, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, it's so nice to have you.
Yeah, thanks so
And
much.
I look forward to seeing you next month.
We'll see you next month.
Okay,
All
good.
right.
Oh, Michael does such a great job. We appreciate him sitting down with Ron, bringing us up to date.
Definitely. And speaking of bringing you up to date,
Before you do that, though, I
Yes.
just want to make a correction.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
okay.
want to make a correction. I misspoke the website for Steve Kennedy's baseball history. I had it in reverse. It's 1939baseball.com. That is the correct website. So again, 1939baseball.com. If you really want to learn something about baseball history, that's the place to go. Okay, I want to
All
get that
right.
squared away.
Yes, and I don't blame you. That's
Yeah,
very important.
thank you, Eileen. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. Beach stickers and dump passes are going on sale finally. Here at the Harwich Community Center, they will be on sale from June 11th through July 22nd, with the exception of July 4th. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., 7 days a week. And of course, the address here is 100 Oak Street. And if you need any more information, the number is 508-432-7638. Well, it only goes through July 22nd, so if you would like to buy stickers after that, the other sticker sale locations are Harwich Town Hall from June 11th through Labor Day, and it's 8:30 to 8 Mondays, 8:30 to 4 Tuesday through Thursday, and 8:30 to noon on Fridays. And Town Hall, of course, is 732 Main Street, and their number is 508-430-7501. And then the third place you can get the stickers is Chamber of Commerce, June 11th through Labor Day. The Chamber charges a $3 convenience fee for all sticker sales, just so you know. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and on Saturday, 9 to 4, and Sunday, 10 to 2. And they're, of course, at 1 Schoolhouse Road, Harwichport, and their number is 508-432-1600. You need your vehicle registration and proof of residency. That is required. No refunds due to inclement weather, unfortunately. Now, for resident taxpayer disposal prices, it's $160 for the entire year. And price for the beach, resident taxpayer beach price is $30, and then they also have non-resident recycle and second vehicle for the dump, and they also have seasonal beach 1 week and 2 week beach
Very
prices.
good.
And new this year, you can use charge cards
That's
for
great.
a nominal convenience fee.
Yeah, it's a small convenience fee, but it's
Yes.
well worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
And I don't know if that's at all 3 locations, but you can certainly call ahead at the numbers I gave you.
Yep, very good.
All
And
right.
you have to have those stickers. They're very
Yes,
important.
yes, they are.
Very good. You want to do game
Shall I
room?
continue?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Game room night, women's drop-in social time. One of my favorite things to do, social time. Monday, June 4th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Please join them for an evening of fun in the community center's game room. This social time for women is the perfect opportunity to meet new people, socialize, and play some games, especially for those who are too busy during the day to participate in leisure activities. This is a great time of the day, 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening. The contact person is Linda Jean Kirkpatrick, and her phone number is 443-417-6598.
Very good. That sounds like a nice take-in for somebody that wants to
Yes.
meet people and have some fun
And socialize.
and socialize.
There you go.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'd like to give you an update now. As you know, the main gymnasium here at the community center has been closed due to resurfacing of the floor. And happy to say that they are right on schedule with this, and they are due to open, I believe, June 8th. They will actually reopen, so they are right on schedule. It will be continued to be closed up to June 7th. And so far, they are on schedule, so hopefully the gym will be reopening on June 8th. So hopefully that will happen. So they'll have a nice brand new resurfaced floor in there, which it was really in need of. So, and you know, it was also a safety factor. You know, when people are playing sports in there, that floor has got to be surfaced properly so that, you know, it has the right traction and everything else. So
No slipping and sliding.
that's right. We don't want slipping and sliding.
No.
So that's great to see that happening. Very good. Okay, there is a new book group at the Brooks Free Library, excuse me, and it's called America Then and Now. This group focuses on events in American history, where the watershed moments marking a unique or important historical change. What were the social, economic, cultural, or political repercussions that resulted from these events? Join us on the third Friday of every month at 1 p.m. at the Brooks Free Library on Main Street in Harwich. All are welcome and no registration is required. For more information, you can visit their website, www.brooksfreelibrary.org, or you can call the library at 508-430-7562. That's 508-430-7562. And again, that's the third Friday of every month at 1 p.m. And the new book group now is America Then and Now.
How interesting.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. They have so much going on at
I
that
know.
library.
I
It's
know.
really great. We'd like to now go to the next spot on the show. We're going to, this is actually a repeat, but we thought it was well worth repeating because there is so much information here. The recreation update with Eric and Dinah. So let's take a look at that.
Hello, I'm here with Eric Beebe, who is going to give us an update on all things recreational,
That's right.
right?
Yep, big season coming up. Our summer programming season is coming up. I wanted to let everybody know first about beach stickers because I'm already getting a lot of calls about beach stickers. First off, you do not need a beach sticker until June 30th. That's when we start checking. That's when the beaches will be staffed. There's going to be several ways to get your beach sticker. They go on sale June 11th. Places you can get them. The community center is selling them here from June 11th to July 22nd, 7 days a week. You could also get them at Town Hall Monday through Friday, right through Labor Day. And you could also get them at the Chamber of Commerce. That's basically 7 days a week, right through Labor Day.
Okay,
So, you know, if you can't get it at one place, there's other places to get it.
Yes.
The only difference is the Chamber of Commerce is a $3 surcharge for them to sell it.
okay. So it might make sense to come to the community center before the 22nd.
Yep, or
saying?
Town Hall. You
Or
know,
Town
either way,
Hall.
right in the treasurer's
Town Hall
office.
does not charge.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
So, and the only change to stickers, all the prices are the same except for the resident sticker is $30 this year.
Okay,
And that was passed recently to offset some well-deserved raises for our lifeguards and summer beach staff. So, should be great.
who are so important
That's right. And
to everybody's safety and
we were near the bottom in
comfort. Yeah.
pay, so that helped a lot. So we have a great staff this year. We're full and ready to go. So
Great.
Yep.
$30 for the whole summer, huh?
that's it. Yeah, not bad. It's a good deal.
Fabulous.
So you could also, I should say too, if you don't have a sticker and you don't want to buy a sticker, we sell day passes for $20 at Red River Beach, Earl Road Beach, Pleasant Road Beach, and Long Pond. So you can go there. There's a gate attendant. You could buy a daily pass right there.
Okay.
So that covers the beaches.
Yeah. Yep.
The other big part of our summer is our mostly our youth programs. We have all our normal programs, including our camp, our half-day camp, and our full-day camp, which is very popular. Again, we have a full staff of camp counselors that basically the same staff as last year, and it was a great summer last year, so we expect the same.
And where is the camp actually run?
It's based out of here, right in the gym in the community center, but they go on field trips. They go to Brooks Park. They go to White House Field. They go on the fields out behind the community center. So they're all over the place. But we usually get about 100 to 120 kids per session. It fills up fast. It is popular.
And when does it begin?
It begins Monday, July 2nd.
Okay.
So it runs in 4 two-week sessions. So you have to sign up for each 2-week session.
Okay.
Right now, we're right in the middle of our early May registration period. So the whole month of May, you could come in and sign up for any summer program except swim lessons. Swim lessons, you have to wait till our big registration day.
And when is that?
That is on June 29th, sorry.
Okay.
June
So,
29th.
Sign up for swimming June 29th.
Yep, and you could sign up for, if you can't make it here in May, you could come sign up for anything June 29th as well, any other program as well.
Okay.
In addition to that, we're having a big summer kickoff event. We had our first one last year. That's on June 21st, right at 5 o'clock behind the community center.
That's a Thursday.
That's a Thursday night.
Okay.
You could sign up there as well. We'll have tables for sign up. It's a free event. We're going to have hot dogs, popcorn. We may have some touch-a-truck stuff
yeah.
with the fire department here. We're going to have games being run, kickball, soccer, a magic show. So it should be good. So if you have any questions, just come find me. I'll be grilling the hot dogs. So.
Yeah. And that's here behind the community center?
Yep, right behind the community center. And
Right.
if it's rainy, I'll still go out and grill, and we'll have it in the gym.
In the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Which
So-
I understand is going to have a new floor.
It is. They're actually
then.
working
Yep,
right now.
yep.
Yeah, they started earlier this week, and it should be done in about 3 weeks or so.
That'll be great.
Should be nice.
Be
Yeah.
all set for all
Yeah.
the activities.
Yep, absolutely. So we still have openings and everything. Like I said, our camp is our most popular, but we also have the swim lessons and tennis lessons, and we have baseball and soccer and lacrosse, and we have a basketball clinic that's very popular. We're also doing, for the second year, we're having a teen camp program run at the Cultural Center. That's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So that's for ages 13 and up, because our normal camp is ages 6 to 12.
And what kinds of activities will they be doing?
They do a lot of field trips. They do, wiffle ball tournaments, basketball tournaments, anything. The kids kind of drive it. We have a great staff. and They see what they want to
Well,
do.
that's
and-
appropriate for
yeah.
that age.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's great.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but they're going to be taking field trips to, I know, Water Whiz, the inflatable park. We've looked into Paw Sox baseball games. So,
Nice.
yep, the sky's the limit. We could do.
Did you say that's a new program?
We started that one last year.
Uh-huh.
So it was successful, and we expect it to grow this year
Great.
too. So
Great.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're also doing, again, if you're interested in kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding, we're going to have rentals again at Cahoon's Beach.
Oh.
It's just $15 an hour per kayak or stand-up paddleboard. So you can go right there, see the lifeguard, and sign a little slip, and you're good to go.
And anyone can go there
Anyone
from
if you,
Harwich? Is that or
anyone
from
period.
anywhere?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing you need is actually you don't even need it. If you go down to rent a kayak, we give a special pass. So if you don't have a beach sticker, you could still park,
I see.
do your kayaking, and come back out.
And which
So
beach is it?
It's Cahoon's Beach on
Cahoon's.
Long Pond.
Oh,
Yep.
over there.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I see. Oh,
So-
that's so great.
And it's a nice little place to kayak, and we have several lifeguards there stationed every day, so it's
Okay.
safe, and we have all the equipment. We have the paddles, we have the safety vests, everything. So
Wonderful. And the hours are all day? Or?
10 to 4, 7 days a week.
Okay.
So you can go down, and we always have them available. And even if we're out that day, if everybody's taking them out, we can get one from the community center in the basement here and get it to you within 10 minutes. Wow. So, yep. So,
Well, that's a great opportunity for
Yeah.
people to learn, particularly paddleboarding.
Oh,
because I
yeah.
know a lot of people enjoy it, but it's very expensive
oh
usually.
yeah.
So
I
this
mean,
is terrific.
So yeah, we had quite a few last year, so we expect that to grow as well. So there's plenty of stuff to do, and if anybody's looking, I should say too, if anybody's looking for any Harwich Beach gear, we have Red River Beach sweatshirts and T-shirts. We're going to be selling them here at the community center, as well as at the Gate Shack at Red River Beach every day.
Okay.
So, yep.
I've already got mine.
Oh, okay, good.
It's been coming in handy in this cooler weather.
Yeah, I know. It's finally starting to get a little
Yeah,
better
it is. It
for us.
is. Yeah.
So we're excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still have another week or so of our early May registration period. So Come on in, right to the rec office. We'll get you signed up.
Sounds great, Eric. Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
and
you.
letting
Thanks
us
for
know
having
about
me.
all these things.
Well, that piece was well worth repeating, and we appreciate
Yes.
Dinah and Eric sitting down and getting us up to date, and some good notes to be taken there.
Yes,
Yeah,
a lot of
yes.
good things happening in the recreation department, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Here's a very interesting opportunity. This is an opportunity to come learn about volunteer land stewardship opportunities, including conservation property monitoring, trail monitoring, and more. This is a land steward volunteer open house. Meet and mingle with current volunteer land stewards and learn how to get involved. Being a land steward is really a rather important thing, and you don't hear about this too often.
No.
This is a meeting that's going to be held on Tuesday, June 12th, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at the Harwich Community Center right here. Invite friends and neighbors. Light refreshments will be provided. This is an opportunity to sort of be a watchtower over some of the land here in town. And, you know, you monitor the conservation properties, some of the trails, and even more than that, I guess. I don't know a lot about this, but it sounds like a very, very interesting thing to be involved in.
It does.
This event is being sponsored by the Harwich Conservation Trust and the Harwich Conservation Department. And again, that's Tuesday, June 12th, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. right here at the Community Center. So that's an opportunity if you're interested in that. And also, if you're interested in getting yourself in shape, yoga is a great way to do it. You can stand and sit in a chair and do yoga, and it's only $8 a session. It's called Mindful Kind Yoga, and that takes place on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. With Kathy Marin. She's a MED, she's a certified yoga instructor. She's practiced yoga for 21 years and is passionate about sharing yoga with others. It's most of the classes, a lot of the classes have already taken place, but there are still classes in June, several classes in June, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. So there's still lots of opportunities to get involved there. You can call 508-430-8623, or you can email her at, or go on her website at krmarin, M-A-R-I-N, at msn.com. So that's the way you can contact her. You're never too young or too old to practice yoga. Yoga nourishes your body and mind, helping to slow the aging process. And boy, I'll tell you, I could use that.
And I think it's done just with standing and sitting, no floor work. So
Yeah,
that's good to know.
yeah, that really
yeah.
is good. There's no floor work, so that's very, very important.
Important to me.
So
Once
again,
you get down, you don't know if you're going to get up or not.
Very true. So again, that's a great opportunity for folks. Mindful Kind Yoga, Fridays 9 to 10:15 a.m. So, very good.
Yes. And speaking of opportunities, the Family Pantry of Cape Cod is holding their 7th annual benefit gala at Witchmere Harbor on June 24th. The contact information, if you'd like some information about it, is 508-432-6519, or you can go online, and I'm going to spell this for you, C. Menard, C-M as in Mary, E, N as in Nancy, A-R-D as in dog, at thefamilypantry.com. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gala. You can kick off the summer season by joining the Family Pantry for their 7th annual benefit, hosted by Tom and Shelley O'Neill. I believe they've hosted it every year with friends, and they do a marvelous job. This year, the dance band, The Pulse of Boston, will get the crowd on their feet as they enjoy great food, open bar, and a spectacular view of the Witchmere Harbor. Each year, over 300 revelers come together to support the Family Pantry and to enjoy an evening filled with friends, laughter, music. I hear the apps are just incredible, and goodwill. Please join them and know your support is so critical to the pantry's continued success during the summer months. There are several ways also to help, including sponsorship levels, ticket purchase, or a direct donation. This is a sellout event, so let them know if you will be attending. Sponsorship opportunities and tickets are available online, and the levels of sponsorship are leadership sponsor, presenting sponsor, Witchmere hero, Cape Cod champion, or friend. And
You
there's
know,
benefits to each one of these levels.
I know we have gone to this several
Personal
times,
benefits.
and it's just a tremendous evening. It really is. It's a great fundraiser for the Family Pantry, and you know, I don't know how many times we've said how important that organization is.
Yes,
and,
it is. The client numbers are just, they keep on increasing.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
are, and this is a great way to support the Family Pantry of Cape Cod and have a wonderful evening while you're
Oh,
doing
I
it.
hear it's spectacular.
Yeah, it's going to be great. That is our show for this week, but before we go, we just want to tell you that stay tuned, because after the show, there's going to be a special segment called Youth Services with Ann Carpenter. So please stay tuned for that. But meanwhile, we're going to say so long for this week. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of all of us here at Channel 18. We really appreciate you coming aboard and saying hi.
Yes, and also, please take advantage of everything we've told you about.
Very good. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
And bye-bye for now, but stay tuned for Youth Services with Ann Carpenter. Bye-bye.
I'm Ann Carpenter with the Brooks Free Library, here to tell you about a really fun upcoming program that we have coming up on June 21st. It's the Summer Reading and Recreation Kickoff. This is a joint program between the Brooks Free Library and the Harwich Recreation Department. At 5 o'clock, we're going to start a cookout with hot dogs and food. The Recreation Department is going to have a bunch of different games going on, so there'll be lots of things for kids to do. At the same time, you can come and start registering for both the Harwich Recreation Program summer programs and the Brooks Free Library summer reading program, both of which are great programs to get you going for the summer. So 5 o'clock will be the cookout and games, and then at 6 o'clock we're going to have the Mad Science Company come in and do a rocket show. So if you've seen one of the Mad Science programs before, you know that they are one of the best edutainment programs around, where they're hilarious and funny, but also teaching you something at the same time. And it's going to end with the rocket blasting off, which we're really looking forward to. We're hoping that we're not going to have any rain because it's so much more fun outside, but it is a rain or shine event, and I guess there's probably some people out there hoping that it will rain so they can see the rocket go off in the community center, but we're going to hope for sun. So that is June 21st. 5 o'clock for the cookout start and 6 o'clock for the Mad Science show, and all during that period it's going to be signing up for the recreation and summer reading program, and it is going to be at the community center in the back, so you can park over on the side and then find us. There'll be lots of good smells and happy children, so it won't be tough to miss. Thank you.